Alright guys, we are in Pro Draft Champ Select between Abyssal Asphalt and Bro I Ping. We just watched Bro I Ping a second ago. We just watched them lose a tight game. Abyssal Asphalt did get to watch that game. Anxiety, I believe you're here, right?
Yes, I am. Hello, how are you?
There he is, the man, the legend, Anxiety, giving me anxiety. I'm just kidding. Are we friends on League?
Yes.
Which one
Just
is
found
it?
you.
Oh, that's you.
Snazzle
Yeah,
out.
Snazzle. I never put the two and two together. Both of you. Let me just invite you to the game. Oh, I see. I know why. Because the room's filled up. Get in there. Taking a look at the draft real fast. Rumble by Misfortune. Banned out by Abyssal. Roy Ping banning Blitzcrank and Shin. Trying to get somebody to jump in spectate so I can get you in.
Oh, yeah.
Since they're in draft and pro draft right now.
Yeah.
And dude. Do you have the pro draft link or do you need it?
And I'm gonna need it.
There you go. Throw that over to you real fast.
Thank you.
First pick Morgana. Senna following that up for Pro Ping. Oh, there we go. Let me get you in here. Alright. And just jump over and spectate. We'll be good to go. We did it! We got a lobby together. Meanwhile, the draft, we got Senna Braum versus Morgana Ash. Gotta feel pretty Ash Morgana favorite, I think.
Actually, it depends on how Bro Ping plays the laning phase. I think because Senna will outscale and Braum is quite a safe laner. I feel like as long as it's Braum that's taking the bindings, everyone should be fine in that lane.
Right. I agree with that. And also Senna late game, pretty insane. Volibear also getting picked up by Abyssal Asphalt there. Very good. A lot of lockdown on that team. You know, Ash, Morgana, Volibear. But Braum Senna is very good at countering that. Kayn, which we saw this Kayn last game.
Let's see if he goes red form this time. I feel like red form would have instantly won the game because he has access to all the MR items.
Yeah, and you have, Mountain Soul, and it just feels so wasted on Blue Kayn. Like, there's just, you're not getting any benefits, you're not building any resistance for it to amplify. So see the Vigar ban coming up. The Anivia ban on the other side also. Anivia, pretty high presence so far in this tournament. I think there's 3 Anivia games played and 2 bans already.
I mean, as of right now, Anivia seems to be a good counter to Volibear because you get that zone control. You have the ability. Your ult is kind of terrain morphing as well as the W. Basically restricts their movement. And for something like Volibear, who's only gap closers and ult, it kind of shuts him down.
Yeah, also that, nerf to Volibear's Q, less movement speed now definitely also hurts him. And yeah, the meta just seems like, right now at least, zone control mid laners that can push in and, give you that first action at Dragon seems like what's best. We've seen a lot of Orianna, a lot of Anivia, some Ziggs play, things like that, Galio. All these champions that shove and roam well, right?
Yeah.
No ban on the Mordekaiser from Abyssal Asphalt. Surprised at that, after we saw the Mord last game kind of cave in the top lane, but the Heimerdinger lock.
More zone control.
Yeah, hey, he fits what we were talking about, and also I know the mid laner for Bro Ping, not personally, but through, watching a lot of their games, that he has a huge Heimerdinger one trick. So Malzahar was pretty surprising last game. We're actually going to get his signature pick this game. So if he feeds on it, well,
yeah,
no more picking that. You don't have to worry about banning it. And Orianna picked up on the other side. Really good in this comp. Volibear does a good job, moving the ball into the team with his ult. Oh my gosh, and an even better ball carrier.
Yeah, it looks like they're really going for that. But the thing that I'm worried about is you look at Broy Ping's team comp. It's more of a concave structure there. It's like really easy for them to move. With
Yeah.
Abyssal Asphalt, it's like they engage, but there's more of a chance that they miss with the Malphite ult and Orianna ball because just of how Broy Ping can conduct themselves with their range.
Yeah, it's definitely true. I feel like the only good thing here for Abyssal Asphalt that they definitely go, ooh,
No,
Darius.
don't ruin it.
Darius. The good thing for Abyssal Asphalt here though is they do have the lane priority in bot lane, right? They're going to be able to push Cinnabrom early, and they're going to have to stack dragons because, like you said, if this Cinna gets to scale, if they're able to roam, with this Broad Ping comp that has so much zone control, it gets so much harder to play the game out if you're not already ahead.
I hope that actually isn't a Darius because that is so off theme of what they're trying to do. The Darius and the Kayn kind of negate the whole point of Broad Ping's Senna Braum is to make them come to you and make them lose.
Yeah, true. But it kind of feels like, just like a lane pick, right? They're only picking the Darius because of the lane matchup there, which, isn't always great and competitive. I mean, we've seen this Darius played a little bit. It got banned out last game also, so we'll see. Oh,
it's just a ban. I mean,
it's a dodge.
It's just a ban. Like, you don't have to. Oh, the client restart.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to quit on a lobby just for a ban getting messed up.
I mean, if you miss a pick, then yeah. But if you miss a ban, it's no big deal. Everyone knows what's actually supposed to happen.
Right. You see a lot of teams, especially in the last game, they just troll ban out. Just to get through the champ select faster. We know what the picks are.
Yeah. I mean, we saw some really good stuff out of Broy Ping early game. I'm surprised that they wouldn't pick another early game composition and try to just shore up on the places that they messed up.
Yeah, definitely. And, they were in a position to win the last game. So you got to think, if you're just going back and resetting, you're just saying, all right, we know where we went wrong in that game. We know, we took our foot off the gas. We stopped ourselves from being able to win the game. We can go back and repeat that same early game and do it again. Except this time, they don't have the Ashe. They don't have the go button they had last game. Their bot lane is going to play out differently with this Senna. You're more of the passive. You're more of the trying to scale. So, you hope they can adapt to that different play style.
I mean, I hate to blame a game on one person, but if Kayn went red form, I feel like they just win the game. I think that was the decision that probably. I mean, they had a chance to win the game even with blue Kayn, but it's so much easier to win if you have the red Kayn in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so much harder to kill that, especially with the Abyssal. You would have had two frontliners late game there that were insanely tanky and hard to deal with, right? And it just gives so much more room for your Ashe and Malzahar to deal damage, as opposed to blue Kayn, which pretty much just got popped. Right, we're just running through the champ select real fast here. When we get to the end of champ select, guys, we will play a video for you. We'll be back whenever we get into game. While we're running through this champ select real fast, just want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors. That is Everything LCS. It's an LCS podcast that runs every Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern time. If you're interested in LCS content, feel free to go follow to the channel. It will be live every Tuesday, including this next Tuesday with the playoff episode. So yeah, you've seen the comps. Which one are you picking? If you had to pick a winner right now, who wins the draft?
It's pretty even. I'm gonna have to say Abyssal, just because two picks on Broy Ping are kind of off theme. I feel like there's gonna be some do we engage or do we disengage?
Right. Yeah, and it feels like with Abyssal's comp and things like that. If this comp works, it works really hard, right? Like if you're winning with the Malphite Orianna, you're winning hard, right? But if you look at Broad Ping, it's like you said, it's kind of disjointed, right? Like what the Darius wants to do is not what the Heimerdinger and the Senna want to do, right? Or the Braum for that matter. And the Kayn also seems a little bit out of place. Kayn wants to go in, he wants to ult, he wants to be in there. Meanwhile, the rest of the team wants them to kite into them, right? They want them to engage. So Not really sure how that's going to work. I guess you could just plant Darius in a side lane maybe and force Malphite to be with him and just let the others clear, but yeah, we'll see how it works.
I mean, Kayn isn't that much off theme. If he just goes like full tank red and his entire goal is just to heal off the front line when they engage, then I guess it's fine.
Yeah, you
but
could
the
do
Darius,
that, yeah.
The Darius, it's like his only goal in the entire game will be killing tanks with the true damage, and that's
Right.
that's kind of not what you need to do to win a fight. You need to kill the carries.
Right, well, we've seen now, one of the other Darius games is the Flash Ghost Darius top. They're pretty much just saying, I'm never going to be in a team fight. I'm only going to push top and pretty much say, I'm going to kill Malphite in lane and say, if you don't come deal with me, I'm going to keep killing him. And in that case, maybe it works, because then you're saying, okay, cool, you can't siege against us. We have Heimerdinger, Senna, and Braum, right? You're not going to be able to force a 5v4 against us. So maybe that's a situation it could work. We'll have to see even what sums he takes, if that's even what's happening.
Yeah. I feel like the Orion is going to be the saving grace this game.
Getting a bunch of hashtag AA wins in the chat. A lot of fans of Abyssal Asphalt out there. Are there any Bro I Pink fans? Come on, guys. Get in the chat.
I'm gonna do it. I believe in Bro I Pinged. I believe in Bro I Pinged.
Oh, you did it. Thank you. The one fan, Schnazzle, getting in there. Magi, you're in the game. Pay attention. You're lucky there's a delay. We've got 2 minutes left loading in. Of course, we do the 3-minute delay for competitive integrity. But look at this. What do you think early game here? Who has the advantage early? Who's going to be able to set up more ganks? Do you think the Volibear with the Ash Morgana's got more? Or do you think, they'll be able to play around this Darius a little bit more for the side of Bro Pinged?
Can you give me 5 seconds real quick?
Go ahead.
I gotta deal with something.
You got it. I got it. I'm here. It's me. So, both teams have, pretty good comps and, clear lanes they can play to early in the game. For instance, you have the Ash Morgana, a lot of CC there for binding lands. The slows are going to stack on top of it. Pretty easy to gank. If you catch out the Senna or the Braum in the spot lane early, before they've stacked up anything, you can't get a kill. Meanwhile, top lane, Darius is pretty good into Malphite. So if you're Kayn, you're going to want to index there.
I'm back.
He's back. 1 minute left on spectator delay.
I want to see this game. I want to see these teams. I want to see Bro A Pink pick up the first win of the season.
Yeah,
I know they can do it. They have it in them.
Yeah, after last game, you're like, it was so close to beating Sister Kissers 2. Is actually, who people have said is actually a really good team. Officially they're 1-1. They had one, forfeit due to being unable to schedule their game. They couldn't get their players together in time. So yeah, just to see Bro Pink take them that close, you think just a few tweaks, they could win that game. I hope it's just as bloody as last game was. It was so exciting to cast.
Yeah.
There's things actually happening in the game.
We don't have to do any side commentary because because nothing's happening and just freezing in all side lanes. It's actually like fight, fight, fight. The best games.
15 seconds, everybody. Let's get some gasms in the chat, okay? We're hyped up about this one. We're excited. If I can find the emote. There we go. All right, guys, we are loading into game, so I'm going to kick it over to a video real fast. When we come back, we'll be in game with Abyssal Asphalt versus Bro I Pinged. All right, everyone.
Here, can we do a pause at like 15 seconds so that way we're on the same page?
Yeah, one thing we did last time that may work for you is, do you want me to stream it into Discord so you can watch my POV? So we're always linked.
Alright, that'll work.
That's what we did last game and it seemed to work pretty well. That way I know you're seeing like the same everything I'm seeing. A 5-man top lane here from Abyssal Asphalt. They do have the Morgana, so it's dangerous. Darius is going to spot this out. Does he have time to get away, though? Trying to juke.
Hit by the binding. And first blood over the volley bear. Not the best first start, and...
Thank you, guys. I'll get it fixed real fast for us. That is
Volley bear should back right now, and he should pick up the Hunter's Talisman. It gives you some extra sustain and a faster first clear. You got the first blood, you've earned yourself, or at least a ruby crystal. But he should be backing right now and getting something. But it's a little too late.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
a little too late right now.
Oh, wow. When teams don't put themselves in LCS order. Taking my damn head. Just kidding. Yeah, no back there. Yeah, SMHing my head. Not backing there seems a little odd, but I guess we'll roll with it. Did get the first blood. Not getting an advantage for it yet, which is important. You know, if you're unbropping, if they spot the Volibear, they know he's not actually stronger than you yet. You know, Darius didn't use any sums there. The early trading here. We expect action around this bot lane and top lane, right? Bot lane has the Morgana, they have the Ashe, you know, there's a lot of CC there. And top lane, Darius really needs to get off the ground early, right? He needs to be pressuring this Malphite. This has to be the most annoying matchup in mid lane in history.
Yeah, when you're playing up against Heimerdinger, it's... At least with Orianna, she has some long range poke for the minions. But when you're playing melees like Talon and stuff.
Oh my gosh. It's a nightmare.
Think you just get level 3 and ride off lane as a loss and just try to roam other lanes.
A little bit of brawling in the bot lane there. Nice stun onto the Morgana. Oh my. That's a trade in mid lane. So early on here, really good trades from Broad Pink all across the map. All 3 lanes having an advantage right now. Which is to be expected. You know, I mean, Ashe, Morgana, Orianna, the Malphite, you know, these are picks that they didn't pick them to win the lane necessarily. You do expect Ashe, Morgana to have a little bit more pressure. But, you know, they have a team fight comp. They want to fight with the Orianna and the Malphite together, right? They want Ashe to set up these fights. So they're fine going down a little bit. Also, they did get the first blood. So, you know, they're losing a little bit of golden farm here, but it's okay. It's offset by that first kill the Volibear got. Ain't going for a little invade, but no camps here. Feels bad. Oh, the gank onto the
gank in the mid lane. Is it going to be enough to kill the Heimerdinger? No, but it's just going to relieve some pressure on the Orianna. Actually, I doubt it's even going to do that. It looks like Heimerdinger's back to shoving the wave again. I would like to see a repeat gank here from Volibear. He has the flash. They both have flash.
He is hanging.
Maybe they... The only problem is no mana with Orianna.
Yeah, not able to help this at all. Oliver spotted out, just kind of base there. He's going to be able to spend that extra money now. Goldie not erased yet, but nice farm leads in the top and bot right now. So Heimerdinger having pressure here, but he is also Oom. The good thing is, though, the turrets still shoot, even if you're Oom, so pressure remains for Heimerdinger. Bot lane Ashe getting shoved in. Does have some farm to pick up there on that wave, but won't bring her back even. Only about 3 on the wave. Darius, meanwhile, constant pressure in this top lane, pushing the Malphite under tower. Very tough to see us under towers, Malphite early. That's exactly what Darius wants to do. And it's always dangerous ganking Heimerdinger and Darius, right? There's a lot of potential to, you know, immediately burst a lane or, you know, CC a jungler coming into mid lane as Heimer under some towers. So not easy for Volibear right now to find places to go. Mid-lane Heimer's turret's just doing the work for him. But this is exactly what Bro Ping wants, right? I mean, they want this game to be slow like this and let them just lane. Because in a scaling, you know, your Heimerdinger's creating advantages, your Darius is creating advantages. The only bad thing is Kane's not getting any more, you know, souls.
Yeah,
or
I was gonna just about to mention the orbs that Kane won't be getting if all lanes are shoved in.
Exactly.
And if he goes bot lane, the only
flash
lane
mid.
that he can. The repeat gang coming in here, stunned up and taken down by the Volibear. That's 2 kills for him.
Just like what you asked for. You know, there was no flash on the Heimer. He was You know, Volibear had flash, just very strong right now, has the Bami's finish. You know, that's easy. Now Volibear gets to do exactly what he's doing right now. He gets to go poke around in this jungle. So, you know, you don't have a mid laner. I can walk around and do what I want. Heimer is going to invest the TP going back into mid lane.
Or yeah, I would have liked to see an instant reset from Orianna, just because the wave was in a freezing state. Instant reset from Orianna. They immediately turned towards the dragon, but now that I think about it, the TP from Heimerdinger could have just thrown that out of whack. So I'd take my words back. That was a good play from Orianna, pushing out the wave first.
True, true. Both. She does have the Lost Chapter. Also, Heimer not able to complete that as all 3 components. So that's pretty big. You know, it's going to be a lot of extra mana on this Orianna to, you know, clear the turrets with her Q, things like that.
Now, I wonder what this Lost Chapter is going to be built into. I've seen a lot of Oriannas go into the Seraphs because you do a lot of ball movement. And I've also seen Luden Zeka for the extra damage.
Yeah, and I think you see, you know, the tier build a lot more in competitive, like settings like this than you do solo queue. Usually solo queue, you see the slam Ludens, right? Trading in all lanes right now. A little bit of fight in the jungle here.
Is the shutdown going to go to Kane? Volibear's Q forward, and he's going to be taken down. Shut down. Oh, ult on a Malphite, but he's out of mana.
Yeah, there's nothing left here.
He's always got auto attacks. I think Kane recognizes this and is trying to continue on. He's going to get a ton of orbs.
Yeah,
and his transformation is going to get closer due to that. And it's going to be towards red form as well, because the Volibear and Malphite. In the bot lane, ignite onto the Ashe. Binding's gonna hit Senna. One more auto and a Q on Ashe, and she might be dead, but it looks like they're gonna just try to disengage there.
Absolute madness in the bot lane. It looked like for a second, you know, Bro Pink was gonna pick up a kill, but that black shield lasted so long.
Yeah, and as of right now, it looked like blue side won the fight, but I think the healing from Senna will just kind of negate that. Oh, a lot of damage coming down on the mid lane.
I'm looking for this.
Oh,
double
flash ult from Morgana, and they're gonna lock up the Senna and kill her.
And that's what level 6 can do. You know, you have the Ashe ult. There is no invulnerability on the other side. You know, Braum was behind where Senna was there. You know, he's not able to block that and take it. So Senna, you know, easy kill there. Even if you have flash, it doesn't matter if you're stunned up the whole time. Ori very low in this mid lane, but they do have complete bot control. They have Volibear near. They're going to be able to go for this dragon. 6 is up for the Kane now.
But I think Kane's just going to go back to hard farming. It's Cloud first dragon, not that important.
Right.
Seeing as the I don't know if you saw when how they were reworking cooldown reduction. They said that the first 10% doesn't matter not as much because it only is 11 extra casts. But as you go up, like 40 CDR is more like 80 extra casts. So
exactly, yeah.
It's exponential.
Yeah.
So I don't think Bro Ping really loses that much.
No, not really. I mean, if you're going to give up a dragon, you definitely do want to give up just a single Cloud Soul. And that does mean we will not get, you know, Cloud Soul in this game. It's just a single Cloud Drag. An Infernal being the second means we're either going to get an Ocean or a Mountain Soul in this game.
Both really good for Red Kane. Both really good for Red Kane. So this is kind of a blessing in disguise for Bro Ping.
Hopefully they recognize that. Darius did invest the Ghost harassing the Malphite there. Didn't really get a ton out of it, but does have a pretty massive CS lead in this lane right now. They're down 2 kills and up gold currently.
I would like to see a little more aggressive invading from the solo laners and Kane just to try to get him to that transformation.
Yeah, I mean,
And
he does
so
need help. He doesn't have anywhere to go right now. Oh, speaking
Oh,
of,
look
though.
like is he gonna have to be forced to ult out? He might have to.
Ooh.
Nope, he's gonna flash instead. I would have much rather used the ult there.
Yeah, it seems kind of weird, lower cooldown for the ult, obviously. Easier just to get that back. You get to save your flash, but invest the
And
flash.
it's not even like volley bears on the top side to contest the Rift Herald. I mean, that would be the only time that there's justification for that is if, well, I'm gonna save my ult for the Herald. But it doesn't even look like volley bears on the top side. He's gonna be ganking bot lane. Bomb's gonna be taken down almost instantly.
Yeah, and that's the benefits to playing this Ashe Morgana lane. This is why it gets picked so much, in playoffs and LCS right now and things, is because there's so much ability for you to say, no, we're fighting right now.
Are they gonna regank on the dive? Volley bear ult turning off the tower, Senna stunned up. He's gonna be taken down instantly. Good dive over by the volley bear.
Super good dive there. Volley bear's massive. They're abusing where they're strong, right? Their bot lane's strong right now. Their jungler's strong. Let's put them together and let's get a massive advantage. We know the Senna wants to scale, wants to get things done. This is the way we abuse that. We force them to fight around their weakest lane. Because you can't really gank the Heimerdinger, right? And going top lane right now is pretty much dumb because the Darius is so much stronger. We'll trade for the Rift Herald, though.
Yeah, in the mid lane, it looks like we are going to get the Lune's Echo build. Unless if I see what I really want to see, and that's a Leandries, and hold on to the Lost Chapter for mana in lane. Oh, they're going to regank in the mid lane flash by Heimerdinger, and it looks like they're just going to disengage.
Oriol was whiffed there. A little bit late rotating over to it, but saw the damage come out of Heimerdinger there. That can be the danger of ganking a Heimerdinger lane. He is low on mana now.
I think there's a little bit of miscommunication there between Volibear and Orianna. I mean, they have the flash. You probably should just try to get it out and regank like you did the first time.
Yeah, exactly. Now, luckily, the Oriole does come back up relatively fast. So, if you do come back, it'll be a backup before, Heimer has his flash back up. But, you only get so many opportunities for that. Oh, TP to save the turret. More trading in top lane. Darius has a CS lead, but there's not that much pressure up here,
I think actually Darius starts to lose the lane now because the Bramble Vest is bot, reducing much of the healing. Unless if he does that, he opens with a Q.
Yeah, not gonna stick around either to get the plate there. It is just gonna die to the minions. Q lands in bot lane.
Brom locked up by the binding. It looks like they're gonna go in ult the chain by Morgana, ult by Ashe. Braum is really tanky. The heal comes out by Senna, and it looks like they're gonna disengage. Fight over by the jungler. King goes in the wall to regain health. Q forward. Turret's being placed down by Heimerdinger, but now it looks like it's gonna be a 3v2.
There's no. Well, Heimer just now got his ultimate, not using it yet.
3v2. Oh, what a shockwave by the Orianna there. Getting 2 and dealing massive damage. It looks like Kane's gonna fall after this. Malphite gonna land the final hit, and that's gonna be a 2 for 0 for blue side.
Yeah, was Heimer low on mana or something? He had the ult during that entire fight, never was able to throw it down. A little bit confusing there, but that's pretty bad. Yeah, that is really bad for Bro I Paint. Because now, you have the Malphite got 2 kills there. So all of that lead you had top lane, all of that CS lead, it's gone. Malphite's now, he's even if not ahead of you. Take a look there, actually. Yeah, 300 gold lead
going over to Abyssal. It's pretty... Yep.
Yeah, and now fighting these dragons is going to get harder and harder. Because now the Malphite and Volibear, who have almost all the gold in this team, are able to walk in. The Heimerdinger is less scary, right? The Senna's less scary. You're going to be so ahead on tank items. It's going to be really hard for Bro Ping to pull this back.
Yeah, and if you get 2 more Mountain Dragons here, suddenly Malphite becomes a mega tank. And the only one that can do damage to him will probably just be the Heimerdinger.
Yeah, I mean, that's not looking good. Yeah, and even the Heimerdinger, he's not exactly a burst you out, destroy you, fighter. He's a zone control type of, champion. So definitely going to be some fights over this Mountain Souls. You would hope from Bro Ping. They need to start now clawing their way back in to get control. Oh, I'm organic.
Whoa, that was a weird binding.
Yeah, whoa,
that was a weird binding.
Absolute max range, right? Has to be.
It was max range and a little off to the left,
Yeah.
but it still hit.
Saz, when you say draw in the chat, what is that? Oh, flash!
It looks like there'll be another fight in the bot lane. Braum taking 10 damage. Sentinel ult comes out. Looks like they're gonna try to kill the Morgana quickly. She's burning, ticking, but no, it's gonna be the Braum that goes down first. Senna's forced to disengage here, Q's forward, but it's gonna be a clean pick for Abyssal Assault. Especially with the redemption coming out, they're gonna be diving on near the tower. Volibear comes out, disables the turret, running down the Senna, flash forward, and it looks like it's just gonna be death. Oh, never mind.
Wow.
Senna walks free. Probably just didn't have enough CC to keep her close. And finding the mid lane, wow, solo kill over the Orianna, what a play.
That's not good. Kane in top
It looks
lane.
like they're just running it away with it now. The saving grace, Red Kane, Rost in the top lane.
Not sure about this.
But I mean, what can you really do right now?
This Malphite's like unkillable. Yeah, he's
got 3 armor items.
He's like unkillable. Right? Pretty much, there is no way right now that you go there.
Kind of a
interesting
forced
going.
response.
Yeah, it's interesting. I guess he can't go bot with it, and mid lane just got solo killed, so pretty feels bad there. Plate's also already gone, so not netting any gold off of the Rift Herald. Is a bot lane swap to top side. Minute and a half on that Rift Herald, so the bot lane will be on this side of the map for the spawn of that. Meanwhile, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes really, for the next dragon spawn. So plenty of time for Abyssal Asphalt to rotate up here, get the Rift Herald, and then rotate back when they need to. So if you're bro, I pinged here. What are your comps like? What do you do next in this game to try and get something back?
I mean, I feel like there was a point where the one thing that they could have done was just wait for Senna to scale, but at this point I feel like they're forced to make multiple stands just to claw their way back from deficit.
Yeah,
they
definitely.
have, I mean, Abyssal is totally just driving the game. They have all the tempo they could want. They control the game at every pace. I mean, at every stage, sorry.
No, yeah. You're both pace too. I mean, they're completely dictating, what happens next in the game, right? They've got the first 2 dragons. Now they can force Bro Pink to fight them when, they want to scale. Right? And the Senna's not at 9. Is this another solo
is this
kill?
going to be another solo kill? Well, it looks like it's going to go flash forward and the QW combo locking down the Heimerdinger. I mean, ult out from Malphite, and it looks like that's going to be it. He just doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, that feels bad.
I feel like this Darius pick is starting to backfire now.
Yeah, because you needed him to be in side lane. Like we said, he is Ghost Flash Darius. And now he's not able to side lane against the Malphite, right? All the pressure now, they're able to pressure all 3 lanes.
He can't do anything. He can't go into team fights because everyone's long range. He can't split push because now he loses to Malphite. And he's building the Black Cleaver.
It's okay. I mean, like, he's gonna
He should
apply it
just
for
turn
the
into a full
Kane
tank. He
stuff.
should just turn into full tank. He should just go.
This is not good. The Black Shield's so good here.
And
Heimer can't do
another
anything.
kill onto the Heimerdinger. Not that good of a performance this game.
Oh, okay, I see, Says. Thank you. Just to make an announcement, just found out. So we had the participation, prize that we said for teams that stuck around through the entire split, and played all their games out. Get a 20. Well, we got a team fight going on.
Oh, Volibear ults in. He's gonna be fighting 4 people at once. Kane goes into him, pulls out with full health, and it looks like it's just gonna be more disengaged.
Yeah, the Morgana
be a
does go
1 for
down.
1.
Also. Yeah.
Yeah. But still, that's all they needed. They lost the fight and they're still going for the dragon because they have that much pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
They can do whatever they want. Are we gonna see a Kane steal here? I think he's a little late. Oh, you got close there. You got close.
Not where you want to be, Kane. But that reduced cooldown on the E should be able to find me.
I feel like okay, they could have caught Kane. I think they still get him, but they could have caught Kane. Orianna just has to Q and W out in front of the team, and then they get fast.
You get the
It's
execute.
gonna be an execute.
But using that time to summon the Rift.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation here. It looks like mid tower is going to be cracked.
Yeah. does go down there. All the pressure on Earth from Abyssal Asphalt right now. Very clean game from them. But yeah, back to what we were saying earlier. So we had the participation prize for teams that stuck around for the entire split. You're in a drawing to get a $25 RP card. That's $5 to each player on your team. Just a consolation, just for sticking around. You don't have to win. You don't have to make playoffs or anything for that. Well, we just found out that thanks to our head of HR, which is Lily, has donated $25 also to that fund. So that means now 2 teams will receive a drawing at the end. If you've completed all of your games during split, you could earn a $25 RP card for your team. That's nice. Big thanks to Lily there. But yeah, bro, I pinged in full turtle mode now. And they're unable to walk in really to get vision anywhere. They're unable to really challenge anything.
I mean, unless if there's a massive throw, I feel like this game is over.
Yeah, I mean, it would take a massive mistake, right, from Abyssal Asphalt for this game to go back.
Multiple massive mistakes.
Yeah, because it's not that hard, right? They have a fed Malphite. They have a fed Oriana. It's not that hard just to throw the ball on and go in now. They don't have to be afraid at all of Brypink's comp. Uh-oh, D-Patty. I don't know if that's where you want to be.
He's going to be locked up by Ash Arrow. More ults coming out, and it looks like it's just going to be... He's just going to die. Is this going to be the re-engage, though, from the side of Brypink? Malphite ult goes out. The beautiful shockwave. But the Volibear ult on top of it. Looks like it's just going to be cleanup from now on. Double kill for the Morgana. Support saying, I want kills. Give me them kills.
Oh.
And
deleted.
it looks like... Yep.
I will say, Senna was dealing damage during that fight, actually.
And so was Heimerdinger. I said the only thing that could kill the Malphite was the Heimerdinger, and he did. He did manage to get the Malphite in that fight.
Clear win, though, for Abyssal Asphalt. Gets that tower pinging on to the Baron now. Are a little bit low here. Not sure if, yeah, second guessing. It'd be one of the only ways Brypink could get back in was to have them try and force an objective and get aced at it. So good call from them. Let's just reset. We got a massive gold lead. Get back out on the map. Dragon spawning in 2 minutes. That will be Soul Point for Abyssal Asphalt. If they get that, they will have the Mountain Soul. And with a Malphite and a Volibear where they are right now, that would almost certainly be the last nail in the coffin. And it does complete the Duskblade here. Gary is switching over to going tank, as we talked about he should. At this point in the game, you're not 1v1ing anymore. You need to start becoming a tanky frontliner for your team.
Oh.
I'm sure that Darius...
He's going to be caught out.
Can they
but,
even kill
I mean,
him?
No, they can't.
Oh? Actually, decent damage there. A lot of fights going on around the map. Morgana bodying him in. Well, Volibear's behind him.
They're cornered. They're cornered. Oh my god. Oriana just flashes forward shockwaves and they die. That's it.
Yeah, it's that easy, right? I
mean, Ash Arrow as well.
Excellent job also clearing out this vision in the bot side jungle to allow Volibear to get into that position, you know. They thought they were safe. You know, thought they'd just back up, you know, in mid lane if anything bodied on them, but excellent job there.
Here it is. This is the only chance in the game.
Can he do it? 3K. Rob in there harassing.
He's just trying to get vision. Oh, don't go in, Kane. Don't go in. Not yet. Not yet.
I think he gets. Yeah.
No, not yet. Oh.
He doesn't have vision. Trying to get in and just look. Oh my goodness!
Oh my god, he got it!
He
got it! What a steal!
That was terrible for Abyssal Asphalt. They kept DPSing the Baron after. You know, he was in the... Oh, all they had to do was stop hitting it, right? And let him pop back out. But he pops out at the perfect time, gets the smite steal, and that's a stall button on the game, right?
I mean, we'll see. If they get the dragon right now, I feel like it's still the same result, but there's some hope left. There is some hope left. The L9 Lulu carry.
Yes, can L9 Lulu respawn and get to dragon in time to steal that also? Probably not. Well, they're not, you know, they're not on the dragon yet. They gotta know. They gotta know this is happening. No pings, no real contest coming out. Maybe just saying they can't go for it.
Yeah. Well, they're still in the driver's seat. Just a little bump in the road.
Yeah, just a little hiccup. Just a little hiccup. It's okay. You know. It's annoying, but it absolutely should not deter them from what they're doing. It will slow down the push a little bit, obviously. It's a little bit harder to push in these towers now. Oh.
Especially with the Heimerdinger. Like, you have Heimerdinger and Baron ways. Oh, are they going to catch out the Oriana here?
Oh, and Heimer also getting caught out at the same time.
Not taking much damage. Oh, the double shockwave. Malphite picks up the kill on a Heimerdinger on the other side of the map, but it looks like ult dunked on by the Darius. 1,000 gold shutdown, so 1-for-1 on opposite sides of the map. I
think you take that, right? If you're Bro IP. You're like, absolutely, I will trade my Heimerdinger for your Oriana every day of the week. Question is, how much more can Abyssal Asphalt get, right? Baron's so annoying here. It's so hard to push. Uh-oh, Darius not in a good spot.
He walks over. Rommel comes out, bomb taking a ton of damage, blocking for everyone. Senna's free hitting on the backline, but LNLU is just going to be taken out.
You lose the cane there, but they stop any kind of push. The Senna is starting to deal damage. Like, there is actual damage coming from the Senna now in these fights. You see people dropping lower. Malphite actually taking a pretty decent amount of damage there.
I mean, I'm looking at the builds from Bro I pinged. You don't need 2 black cleavers.
Yeah, double black cleaver.
You don't need 2 of them. I say keep it on Kayn, but you don't need it on Darius. Darius isn't going to be dealing that much damage, or shouldn't be dealing that much damage right now. He needs to just be like, build block it, go full tank.
Yeah, he is applying. At least he is applying the passive on his Q, right? He is applying the passive of black cleaver on his Q to allow, you know, the Senna and Kayn to deal a little bit more damage.
Oh, is this going to be Death Bush? Is Braum going to walk up into it?
Is there a reason for Braum to go down here, though? You know, there's not an objective right now there. It's, you know, 4 minutes on the Dragon. If you're Braum, it's like, what are you going to ward for? You're not going over here.
I think it's just routine. He's doing it because he feels like he should.
He's
going to be picked up by the Malphite ult. He's going to be, throws out the Unbreakable, taking up a ton of damage, but he's still eventually going to go down.
That's right, another pick there. No objective currently to grab on the map, but another free kill over there for Abyssal Asphalt. 23-4 currently. I gotta say,
you don't need 4 people to beat up on Gromp. Leave him be.
It's about sending a message, you know. Gotta make the other jungle camps watch, so they know what's coming.
Animal cruelty.
I will say, it's a little bit less clean than I would
Are they gonna try to fight the Volibear? Volibear's gonna go in, more binding lands, and that's gonna be... Oh, see how much health he comes out of it with. Oh my lord, that's a lot of health.
Yeah, that's actually insane. That's actually insane that he gets out of that.
Spirit Visage. That's without Spirit Visage. He comes out of that with Spirit Visage, and all of a sudden he's gained like 2,000 health.
Exactly. It's insane. Yeah, a little bit of a push going on here. You gotta feel like this last fall is. It doesn't feel like they're up 8K or 9K actually. Yeah, it feels like it's kind of staggering out a little bit longer. I still feel like, you know, obviously they're still completely in control of this game, but...
Oh, I kind of froze.
Oh, an engagement here. Malphite,
you're gonna have to go
four-man Malphite ult with the Oriana instantly deleting 2. Turning off the tower for Volibear. No more safety for Bro IP. It's free hitting now. 1 down, 2 down. Oh, shut down onto the Ash, but it does not matter. That's going to be a quadra for the Oriana. Oh, Penta! A Penta for the Oriana. Kill. Insane play. And Abyssal Asphalt absolutely smashing this game. 28-5.
The Angelic Poro with that pentakill on the Oriana.
That's going to be in the play of the week.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, you get a pentakill, it's like a free pass, right?
Yeah, is it going to be number 1?
Well, okay, if we go based off week 1, there was a pentakill that was number 1. So, as long as there's not anything crazier than a pentakill, it's, you know, it's free. The game does not end, though. We continue. We march on. This Oriana, though, is absolutely massive. Now, 12, 1, and 10 on the Oriana.
Yeah. And it looks, and she just completed the Rabadons. Like, there's so much more damage to be dealt here.
Yeah, and the Morello done also, so now if Kane gets tagged by the Orianna. I don't know what play you're talking about, Saz, with the Blast Plant. Of course, I haven't watched it yet, so we'll see.
Is Saz even in the game?
No, he's in my chat complaining about not getting play of the week. Another fight here. Gary's sustaining a little bit, but so much damage out of this Orianna. Instant kill there. Braum, no more shield. Kane trying to get out of the fight, going down to the Ashe. Braum getting CC here, stuck in, and a double kill for the Ashe. Volibear just beating the Heimerdinger to death here on the side. Senna forced to stand and watch as her team gets ripped apart from inside the base.
It's going to be complete and utter destruction here from Abyssal.
Yeah,
showing the dominance.
Back. That's it. That's
showing
gonna
the
be the
dominance
game.
that they had their first game, but lacked against Space Boys. But they're bouncing back. They're showing them that it was not a fluke, that we are still a good team.
Yeah, and they're going to end the week, 2-2 in a perfect spot, right? 50% win rate, absolutely. You're in control of your own destiny now. So congratulations, Abyssal Asphalt. Great game there. Moves to 2-2. Bro, I Ping falls to 0-4. Showed a lot of life in their first game. The second game, pretty rough, though. Hopefully they can bounce back next week. And thanks again, Schnatchel, for joining me. Anything you want to say before we hop off here for the night?
I will always be in your brain. I am anxiety. I am what keeps you from talking to people. And with that note, I'll see you all later.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that warm, heartfelt parting message. For everyone else, if you want to see more of the AED Invitational, feel free to give a follow here. And also, yet again, thank you to our sponsor, Everything LCS. If you want to check that out, it is Tuesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.